Hello YouTube, my name is Ranik Goyal and you are watching Blender Uniqcademics. It's my first video on YouTube which is about making a scene in Blender, as you had already seen in the video thumbnail. And this is a two-part video where in first part I will show you how to make this glass in a software, and then on the second part how to make this beautiful scene in the Blender. So before starting, first we need to download Blender, which is a free open source 3D software which is available in www.blender.org. This is a website, or this is the official website of Blender, where you can download just by clicking on this button, download Blender 2.79. Then you can download the latest build of this software. After download, just install the Blender as you install normal software on your PC. After this procedure, open Blender. Now we are making our scene. Just click on Blender, then click. To start, just delete the default cube because we don't need this cube yet. To delete, just select that cube, clicking on it by right mouse button and then press X, then delete. Now press Shift plus A to add in a mesh as cylinder. Then zoom in a little bit by using your mouse wheel up, then press 5, then 1 to go in the user orthographic mode in front mode. Press tab to go into the edit mode, then press Ctrl plus R to make a loop cut, then left click and right click. Now press S and type in on a number pad 1.1. Again Ctrl plus R to make another loop cuts in the bottom area of the cylinder. Now scroll your wheel 2 times up, 1, 2 to make 3 loop cuts on the cylinder. Then press left and then right click. Now what we need to do is hold Alt key and click on this area with right mouse button. Click it and just simply type S and then type in 1.05. Again hold Alt and then click on it, right click, then S, then 1.06. Again for this, hold Alt, then right click, and then 1.05. But before, use S, 1.05, enter, 5 and 1. Let me turn on screencast keys to show you every key, whatever I press. Now this is how our glass looks like. This is the basic shape of our glass. Now we also need another loop cut in the upper part of this cylinder. Just by click Ctrl plus R, then left click and take it upwards by simply dragging your mouse upwards up to this point, then drag it upwards and then press left click to make it in the position we want. Now left click. Now press A multiple times until everything is selected or deselected. Now press this button over here to select everything which is behind our visuals. Now press B and open as box selection mode to select only this area which is selected. Now press W and click on subdivide. Then press A, deselect everything. Now what we need to do is press this button which is called face select mode. Now press Alt plus Shift and then hold Alt plus Shift and then right click on any of the face. Again to select multiple loop cut faces, then again, and that's it. Now we have to generate a pattern like this, and now do whatever I do, just do like this. Now unhold the Alt key and only hold Shift key, then you will get this. But before, click on this button so that no inconsistency will appear in your scene. So click, 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 click. As you can see, when I didn't press this icon, we have got the inconsistency. So we have to do this. Now just simply click right by holding Shift to remove this. Now again we are going in the procedure. This is how our cups look like. Now we need to do is press Ctrl plus 7 to see whether this face is selected or not. If not, then don't do anything. If yes, then press Shift, hold, and then right click on this face to deselect this face. Otherwise we will find the inconsistency in our scene. Now press 1. Now after this procedure, our object looks like this. Just don't press any button because it may redo all this process. So just press extrude individual, then drag the mouse to see the pattern like this. As you can see, every face is individually extruded. Now press A to deselect everything. Now press 7 to go into the top view. Then press right click to select the top face. Then press 1. Then adjust a bit by simply holding your mouse wheel button and drag it. Now press Z, then press I, insert, and press 0.1 on your numpad and then enter. Now press extrude and drag it to this middle line and then press S to scale it a bit. Now press E to extrude again. Up to this. Now press Z and then A to deselect everything. So this is how our cups look like. And again press Ctrl plus 7 to go into the bottom view of this object. Now press right click on your mouse on this button and then click right click. Now press 1, then Z, then I, then point 1 and then E to extrude up to this and scale it a bit to 0.9. Enter. Press Z. Now this is how our cup looks like. But wait, there is not any type of pattern like this. There is only a flat pattern which can be barely seen by other people. So in this case, we need to do is press A multiple times until everything is selected. Now go over there in the properties panel and then click on this wrench icon which is called modifiers. Click on it and then add modifier and then click on subdivision surface. Now increase the view value to 3 and the render value to 3 also. Now you can see, now you don't see, just type tab to see. Voila! This is how our cups looks like. Now we have done our basic part. Now we have to apply some material part, but before there it is look like somewhat ugly. To remove this, just click on shading, under shading, smooth, to smooth this part. Now it looks like a bit. Now what we need to do is click Shift plus C to center the cursor and then adjust the view. Now press Shift plus A and then click on plane. Now press S, then 100. Now press on this blue arrow by right click, by left click, and then drag the mouse downwards to make its base to rest on. Now we need to apply a material on this glass. Now just by simply right click and then click on this material icon over there, click on new. But before going into the material, just change the render engine to Blender Render from Cycles Render. Now use nodes, but you can preview what results have been done in your scene. Now click on color, or first click on surface under diffuse BSDF and find glass BSDF. Same, nothing happened. To see what happened, just click Shift plus Z. As you can see, this looks like a glass, but you can't see because the light source is very dim. To adjust the light, just press Shift plus C and then scroll out and click on this name. Then an icon appears here which is called object data. Then click on sun and press on here and set it to 0.5. Enter and then click on use nodes and then click on here 7, enter. Now press shift plus Z. Now the glass looks pretty well and it feels like a royal look. Now let me change its color. Now simply right click on this glass and then go in color and select its suitable color. Now I am taking blue color, so set red value to 1 and then green value to 0 and blue value to 1. Now our scene looks like wherever I started. Now to render this, but before rendering, just set the camera to take the shot of this. Now press 0 on a number pad and see this is not looks good. Now press N and then find lock camera to view, tick mark on it and then go into your scene and now scroll up by mouse wheel and then shift plus mouse wheel to drag it upward to see to set up our camera according to our respective view. Now after this press Ctrl plus S to save our project. I will save it as glass.blend or not blend, blend is already there. Now save render file. Now press F12, render your image. It will take some time. I will be back after this image will be rendered. One thing I forgot to tell you, that we need to manage our sample rate, which is over there in this camera icon. Scroll until you find sampling and set render value to 200 and the render layer to denoising to enable the feature denoising, which is very powerful feature in Blender 2.79. If you people want to make a video on denoising, then please let me know in comment. If many comments I will get, then I will make a video on denoising feature of Blender. Now just press F12 to render your scene. I will be back after this scene is rendered. After all this, our image look like this. So that's all for the part 1, and the next part we will make this scene. Goodbye. And also one thing, for my next video, please subscribe my channel and please like if you like my video, and please share so that every people or your every friend can show their creativity with everyone else. So goodbye.